not learning to fly. They're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Air Force's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Genty has gone from that dynamite team.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball...
Oh, the kicker's on the run. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's the give off the left side. At the 20, he's got space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Sweet cut there. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Going to the run, it's Sherrod. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone.
Oh, trickery. He'll try to run it in. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking to throw on first down.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you.
Wide open spaces. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Johnson looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Falcons decide to punt it away. The heat was coming, and the punter gets a gold star for avoiding catastrophe. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A first down for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Sherrod. To put them in position to pick up a first down. Jet you can think of as nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the toss. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Rides the back on the option, the give. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
The fake spike trying to catch the defense napping. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 30. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Set to advance on the football. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Falcons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Lining up to convert 3rd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Running into the open space. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Broncos will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to power their way ahead. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Got room at the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The option look. Now the pitch. Across the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Sherrod. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The Broncos will call on their punt. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on off?
The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fullback's got it. He breaks a tackle. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Give to the fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College
Like, thumbs
Football.
up, medium, light, skin tone, comment, subscribe, and share. Victory hand, medium, light, skin tone.